Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome. I am Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer. This is my YouTube channel, Coded Design, where I teach coding and user interface design. I am so excited. I have just finished my website, as you can see. So, this is a series of videos where I will show you in detail how I have created this website. I'm going to talk about the tech stack, what stack of technology that I have used: Next.js, React.js, Tailwind Css, and ShadCN. Okay, I'm going to break down in details. I'm hoping to reveal the behind the scene, the thought process that I go through, the decisions that I have to make. So if you want, if you might want to see this website, you can just go to matthewmsingati.co.za. So let me first demonstrate what the website does, and then from then I will get into explaining how do I take it from VS Code to GitHub and to Vercel, so that you can see it live like this. Okay, as you can see, this is my website for a 10-hour coaching course. A 10-hour coaching course is a course that takes a unique approach to teaching people coding. Instead of me creating a 10-hour course that might be outdated, meaning that it might be created on Next.js 12 and now we are on Next.js 13, I decide to create a unique approach where you will contact me. We will arrange a discovery call, for one-on-one discovery call, where I get to know you. It's for free. Get to know you and understand who you are and what are your unique problem. How much do you know about web design and development? And then I will create videos that are tailor-made for your own problem. So with a normal 10-hour video, if something doesn't happen, if maybe your code breaks while you are watching the video, you can't call the guy and tell them that the code breaks. Maybe some others, they might tell you that I have got a consulting fee. If they come back to you, they might come back to you after a week, or some of them after a month. So with this one, I create a course that is some sort of tailor made for you. As I've showed you that I've got this discovery call, so you can go here. You can give me your name. For now, let me just say student. Okay, and my email, which maybe it might be your email, is going to be student, let's say, at gmail.com. Let's just make sure that this doesn't go through, this is not somebody's email. Let's just say student 234. Okay, so when you click here, I will receive a message from you, and then from then I will contact you and we will discuss about how can we design your future and code your career. Okay, so let's just click here. Okay, you can see it's processing. These are the things that I'm going to show you: how to create those buttons that are processing in React, create reusable components. So don't worry if you know nothing about Next.js or React.js. I'm going to teach you those. I'm going to show you. Okay, so now we need to check where we are. Okay, obviously we are on this email. So let's just check my email. Check my email. Let's see if we've got a message. As you can see, we've got a message. Okay, the message is from student, and that's me. Okay, let's just click on it. As you can see, this is the student email, student234@gmail.com. Okay, ideally, when you click that send button, I also have to send you a message as the student. Okay, so as I have told you that this is a work in progress, this message is going to be sent to you. Okay, so that as somebody who has sent an email, you can also receive a confirmation email. So this information here, it's meant for you, but I will refactor the code and then I'm still improving it. Okay, so you have seen that one. So if you might be wondering how this has been created, how this message is taken from here up to this up to my email, or in future to your email. I will teach you that in this series. Okay, and then from there you can view the course description, okay, so that you can see what are my intention, what's my thought process, how am I going to help you, how am I going to hold your hand and make you a better developer, or help you to land your first UI job, okay, or front end job. Okay, so that's about it in terms of the website. I think the one last thing that I can demonstrate is the responsiveness. As you can see now, it changes. Okay, so maybe if it's on mobile phone, this is how it's going to look like, and when you click here, obviously you see the same screen. Okay, so what I want to show you now in this video that we are going to start with is that how this code is on VS Code, number one, GitHub, number two, Vercel, number three, and this actual live website. As you can see, this one, it's a local host, local server. It's running this code, but this one where we are here, it's a live website. You can go to www.matthewmsingati.co.za. You will see this website live. One last thing, I have not showed you that when you are happy with everything, also I'm going to show you how do you integrate payments. As you can see here, when you click here, okay, there is a processing button there. As you can see, you can give me your email and you can settle the payment. Best value for money, believe me. Okay, so it's only 1,500 rands. Okay, so I think that's about it. So what I'm going to show you, something that you don't really usually find in other videos, is how this code gets into this website. So let's quickly do that. So what we are going to do, we are going to change the email there at the bottom, which is enquiries. We are going to change it to info. Okay, so let's just jump to our code. Okay, let's just look for enquiries. As you can see here, here is enquiries. So what we are going to do, we are going to change this to info. Okay, let's save the changes and see. Okay, this is Visual Studio Code and we are running this locally on our local server. Okay, so we need to check that this is running on a local server. When we refresh here, as you can see, it is changed already to info. But when we go to the actual website, the one that you can also view now, as you can see, it has not changed. Okay, so let me talk you through how this will be changed. Okay, now we are locally in our laptop, in our machine, on Visual Studio Code, and we have made the changes. We need to commit the changes to GitHub. Okay, so how do we do that? In case you were here on the folder structure, you go here. Okay, and then from then we need to some sort of give a message into these changes. So for me, this is how I will write that message: change inquiry. Okay, inquiry to info. One might feel like this message is too long. I understand that, but with coding, after 2 weeks or after 2 months, when you come back to your code, it's normal to get lost into your own code and find out that you don't have an idea of why did you declare this variable, and why did you create this function, why did you name it this way. There's a guy called Uncle Bob. I think he's the pioneer of the solid principle. Okay, so I watch a lot of his videos on clean code, and after I've watched those videos, I started to adopt this long description of things. It helps me to write a code that is self-expressive, a code that when you look at it without even reading in details, you can have an idea of what the developer was trying to do. Imagine as a new developer, you are looking at my code or you are looking at my committed changes on GitHub and you find this change inquiry to info. What might you think I have done when in those changes or in that commit? I think even this message will tell you I am changing inquiry to info, descriptive and self-expressive. So that's why this is long. And then we are going to commit this to GitHub. Vercel will pick up those changes and make a deployment and push it to my local website. So let's just make sure that we commit and push the changes. So committing, it's more like saving, and pushing, it's more like saving it to GitHub. What is GitHub? The simplest version I can give you of GitHub is Dropbox for code. For now, think about it like that. It's like it's a server that has got your files. So now we are pushing these files to that server. So let's do that. Okay. Okay, we are done with that. So let's now go to our GitHub. Okay, let's go to GitHub. This is GitHub. Okay. Also, okay, for now you won't see it. Let me just refresh. Because the branch is somewhere here, and here, as you can see, there is this talking head of mine, so you won't see that. That's not much of a problem. So in this branch, okay, as you can see in this branch, this is the branch had recently pushes less than a minute ago, meaning that we have pushed something into this branch when less than a minute ago. So this is more like GitHub is more like, let's say, our Dropbox. So we have saved something here. That's what it means. Okay, now we need to go to Vercel. Okay, let's go to Vercel. Okay, not here. Let's go here. So now let's go to Vercel. So this is the project on Vercel. What is Vercel? Vercel, it's a company that created Next.js. Next.js, it's some sort of a framework that is built around built from or on top of React JS. Okay, so let's just go to the drawing board for now to explain more concepts. Okay. Okay, so basically we've got four stages. Okay, let's say four stages. Okay, so stage one, it's VS Code. Okay, and stage two, it's GitHub. Stage three, it's Vercel. And stage four, we can say my domain. Okay, so basically what happens is in our local machine on VS Code, let me just say VS Code. And sorry for that. So in our local machine into the actual code, when we are done with the changes, we need to push those changes. That means to save those changes on GitHub. Okay. Our Dropbox of some sort. Okay. We are saving these changes and we are pushing. Okay. That's a terminology. We are pushing. So now when this code is here, okay, on a server. Then we've got Vercel, the company that has built Next.js. Okay, so now Vercel will pull these changes. Okay, Vercel will pull the changes. Okay, that means it will see as soon as something change in a certain branch. Okay, look for that branch, and then it will pull those changes as soon as those changes take place. Okay, and then from then what Vessel will do, it will deploy the Next.js project. Okay, it will deploy the Next.js project. Once it's done with that, it will push, or let's say since we have used push here as a terminology for GitHub, let's say it will save, let's just use save. So it will save the changes on my domain, okay, on www.matthewmsingati.co.za. Then that's where you will see the changes, that email here, info now. Okay, so I hope you get the idea. So it's from VS Code to GitHub to Vessel and to my actual domain. Okay, okay. As you can see, from Visual Studio Code to GitHub, here is GitHub, and then to Vessel. Okay, as you can see here, the details about this project. This project in Vessel, it's connected to this branch, which is our course, which is my 10-hour course. Okay, our coaching course is connected to this. As you can see, it's ready 5 minutes ago by Matthew Msingati. Remember, we committed to GitHub, and Vessel quickly detected those changes, and it deployed them, extracted the changes and deployed them so that they can be ready for this actual website. As you can see, without refreshing, we've got this. Let's see if Vessel is finished with deploying this into my website. Suppose we get info if it has done with that. As you can see, now we get info. Otherwise, guys, that's about it. I hope you have learned a thing or two. If you want to know anything about what I've shown you this far, you can just shoot a comment below and ask me a specific question. But in this series, I'm going to get into details in explaining to you what things are, what this mean, the folder structure, Next.js, server-side rendering, client-side rendering, React high order component, React reusable component. I'm going to explain everything in detail. However, if you might be interested, you want to talk to me specifically, just give me your name and your email, and I will come back to you. I will ask you, where do you want to go? Otherwise, for me, Matthew Msingati, thank you so much for watching. Just don't forget to click that subscribe button. See you on the next one.